everybody, and welcome to What's Your Story Live. I'm your host, Carrie Rowan, and I'm super excited to be here just for a few minutes today. I wanted to say happy holidays. And it's a great time of year, but it can also be a very stressful time of year for people. But before we get to that, as you know, what we do here at What's Your Story is we take a moment and we share a little gem together from my new best-selling book, Tell a New Story. And in this book, I talk about the 5 simple steps to release your negative stories. The stories, you know, the ones that you tell yourself, but you also tell other people over and over again. You know people who do that. So we dive into it here in my book, dive into your stories. We catch your stories. We take a look at them and we figure out, hey, does this serve me any longer? Is this supporting? Does this empower me? And if not, we throw it out or we rewrite it. We recycle that story. And I show you how to do that in the book in 5 easy steps. And what is that going to do for you? It's going to bring more joy, more peace, more happiness, more fulfillment to your life. When you no longer are talking about the things that bring you down, the old stories that are so worn out, we all have them. Look at all the little tabs here. I've got so many stories in here, my personal stories, and how they were worn out and how they didn't serve me. And they actually made matters worse in a lot of cases. So grab your copy of my book on Amazon if you don't have one. It also makes a great gift for somebody. It's self-transformation for less than 15 bucks. It's a great stocking stuffer. So thank you so much for your support. If you already have your copy, please go back to Amazon and leave me a review as a holiday gift. That's how we support each other here as starting entrepreneurs and authors and artists. So, and I'd be happy to do the same for you. If you have something that you'd like to share with me, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear about whatever project you're working on. So today, like I mentioned, we want to just talk for a little minute about what to do with the stress. Yes, it's a great period of time. I love the holidays. I was a Christmas baby, so I'm born right around this time of year. So for me, I always loved it. It was exciting. It was fun. And now as, you know, adults and parents and grandparents and everybody around, it can get very stressful, especially now with all the stuff with COVID still happening and all the stuff is escalating again. So what can we do about that? What can we do? I'm just going to give you a couple little tidbits of what you can do. You can watch your expectations, right? Sometimes we think expectations are good if we have a positive expectation of somebody or something. But a lot of times, if we set our expectations unrealistic, we have unrealistic expectations, we can be let down. And that can be a big source of stress for us during the holiday season. So my suggestion is just to watch your expectation. Make sure you don't have your expectations so high that they're just going to be demolished, right? Set realistic expectations. And when it comes to other people, try to set positive expectations, especially with your children. And I also say it's better to be clear, right? Clear is kind. And I love that saying from Brené Brown, being kind is clear and vice versa. Being clear is kind. So explain to somebody, tell somebody what your expectations are, because we're terrible mind readers in a lot of cases. So if you don't say what that expectation is, maybe somebody doesn't know. So set a clear expectation and really manage those expectations throughout the holiday season. Another thing is to watch your self-talk, right? Watch what you're saying in your head. Are you making matters worse with the stories that you're telling yourself about why something might be happening or why something's going wrong? Open up your mind, get curious, and ask yourself better questions. Maybe there's another possibility that I didn't see here, or what else could be true here that I'm missing? Ask yourself some better questions when things start to get a little heated, and just take a moment and breathe. And then I'm going to say one last thing for my 3 tips for better and less stressful holidays is I like to call it self-giving. Give yourself what it is that you most want. Well, what do I mean by that? If you most want peace this season, find some ways to start right here inside. This is where it starts. Give yourself the peace you need. Take a few moments away if things are getting stressful. Go find a couple minutes to meditate. Go outside for a walk by yourself, or just go outside and sit and watch the snowfall. Find something to cultivate the peace, which is, if that's what you want, find a way to cultivate it from within, right? Give to yourself that which you want this season. If you want some encouragement, you're working on something hard, or you feel underappreciated, take a moment and appreciate yourself quietly. From the time you wake up in the morning, you can say something nice and encouraging to yourself, right? And you know what that does? It makes you feel great. And when you feel great, you're actually attracting more of what it is you actually want from other people. That's the way it works. So give it to yourself first. Talk to yourself, encourage yourself, tell yourself, hey, you're doing a damn good job, right? And try that first. So those are my 3 tips. Watch your expectations, right? Watch your stories during the holiday. Are they supporting you or are they making matters worse? Ask yourself a better question and then give to yourself first. Give that what it is that you want to yourself first. I hope that helps you have a more calm, satisfied holiday season. And I'd love to hear from you below in the comments. If you're here watching me live, say hello. And I will see you in the new year. Happy, happy new year to all. Be well. And remember, it's never too late to live your best story. Bye for now.